Hey, we started a podcast. Yeah, Philly G, because they know who I be.
The King of Kings.
I'm back.
What it do, people?
Hey, what's up? It's John Kizzy. You know who is he, aka Philly G, because they know who I be. I'm here with Ray Ray.
What it do, people?
And hey, we started a podcast. And today we have two extra special guests, the dynamic duo.
Hey.
Breezy returning.
Yep.
You bring his partner this time.
Can't get rid of me.
Want to introduce yourselves or reintroduce yourself too?
Same shit, different day. Breezy Borden. Music speaks for itself. At Real Spit Breezy on all platforms.
If you don't know, now you do. It's Turf, aka Mr. Red Velvet, aka Scuba Steve. You know, I got a few names, but
Hell yeah.
we're here to rock it.
I like that Scuba Steve.
You know?
I heard that before.
Scoobs.
Oh, Scuba Steve, come on now, guys. You know that Scuba Steve?
That's Scoobs.
Yeah,
That's Scoobs.
go deeper than most.
That's a whole. That's a whole nother episode. A whole nother episode. The long drive.
For sure.
Shit. So what's up, guys? What's new? What's cracking?
Every day brings us something new. You know what I mean?
For real. Same old.
You know,
Music.
we got a show coming out.
Saturday.
Yep, Saturday.
Breezy's Lounge.
Yep, this comes out on Friday, so it'll be tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Go check that. I'm gonna be there
Shout
for sure,
I'll be there.
Yeah,
and they'll
You'll
be there.
I think I'm gonna be there
might show up.
in my mind, body, and soul.
I might pull
You
up.
know, we also be dropping music solo as well. You know, Breezy has
Last week, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Addicted.
Okay.
I dropped 2 a.m. on the 10th.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for a song every month on the 10th.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Nice.
And mine shortly after his. And then one of us.
There's always something to look for. That's the goal for us. Always having something to talk about. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Since you guys are both solo artists, like, how did that group formation happen?
That's a whole other episode too.
He won't leave me alone. He troll me and shit. I had to put him on.
Definitely a large story to sum up, but basically, close to 10 years ago now.
At least.
We've been solo artists for a long time, and I was living down Shelburne Way, where I'm originally from. Shout out to the Shelburne homies. And I came up to the city for an interview and a show, and he was at the show performing and at the interview as well.
Because I be crashing radio stations.
You know, so that's where we met originally.
Yeah.
And then, we chopped it up, smoked. I was looking for somewhere to record. As those who know Breezy's been that guy for a minute if artists need to go record something, he always been around that way. So
Bring me your money.
So, so yeah, that's kind of where that started, you know.
Yeah.
Ever since I've been recording with him almost 10 years ago, we've been tight. And was the past couple of years, we really kind of teamed up with the dynamic duo and pushed that.
Unofficial professionals
Unofficial professionals.
on all streaming platforms right now.
The 3-piece also.
Oh, yeah, the 3-piece. I forget about the 3-piece all the time. Shout out to Adam Robbins.
Big shout out to
Another
Adam
all
Robbins.
Bears artist.
Big shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the PEI homie.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been tapped in forever, for years. We had all kinds of music out, not as the dynamic duo, but the dynamic duo before we were the dynamic
Right.
duo.
Yeah.
So.
And what was that like for both of you guys? Did you guys both have separate fan bases, or were you guys fans already flocking together and wanting you guys together? Like, how did that work?
I don't know. I tend to think we'd have some common, like the fans of wordplay and stuff like that, because he be lyrical as fuck most of the time. We be trying to take each other's heads off on songs and stuff. That's why the songs sound the way they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely had some of the same fans. He's got the fishing crew.
Yeah,
and they be some diehard fans. Shout out to the fishing boys.
We're kind of on.
Tough as
We're from two different parts of the province, so I guess I got fan base there. He has fan base there, and since we've been rocking together for a minute, you know,
we put it all together.
That's kind of what created our common fan base. Also, people we've been working with for a long time and shit like that, right? So, definitely a big collaborative thing we got going on.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
And you said something important there that I think most people don't even think about when it comes to a group is that you try to take each other's heads off.
Oh yeah,
and that's like a thing that I think we always respected with Wu-Tang too.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So talk about like how that is for you guys when you guys get in the booth. What is that like?
Somehow, we could be back to back, not even talk to each other, and somehow he's got a bar, I got a bar. It's damn near the same bar.
It's happened more than we can think.
A million times.
Yeah.
How do you summon 7 grams of summon Scuba Steve? How you get like me 7 balls of summon Shenron?
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
We do that stuff all the time.
That's
but
dope.
it's fun. You know what I mean? Sit down and write a verse. Sometimes we'll tell each other what we're writing and stuff. Mostly me. I started because I write something to be crazy. I'm like, you got to hear this. And then he gets the upper hand on me. But
we got songs that aren't even out yet that are like 6-minute long.
Oh, yeah.
just going off.
We got a lot of back and forth stuff like that. Jadakiss and Styles P.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Finishing each other's bars and stuff like that. That's the stuff that.
And if you ever see us perform, it's very that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know each other's
Yeah.
verses and stuff like that. Like a duo is supposed to.
Yes.
A dynamic duo.
Yeah. Almost like Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Very similar names, but we'll leave that.
Strapman and Robin.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
There it is. There it is. It's out there. Now they know. Now they know why that's on the back of my sweater.
Just gotta let them know about your girl here.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what would you say? I'm going to ask you both separately. What would you say is that top unreleased track for you? And what would you say on your behalf?
I already got mine.
Damn.
Couple. I could
think
trampolines. Definitely top 5 if I wasn't for sure.
You're talking like as a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I wasn't,
that sums up a little bit.
if I wasn't is number 1 for sure.
Yeah.
For me anyway.
I would say, what was the name of that 6-minute song that we did?
Oh God, I don't even know where it's at.
There's that, but
Too
I
many
would say trampoline. Yeah.
I guess if I wasn't for sure.
Yeah.
Because of the 7 gram line and the 7 balls of Simon Chandra.
So why are they unreleased?
Because we're lazy. And we've been pumping out solo songs like crazy.
Okay.
Lately.
But they will get released.
Oh, it's a whole nother album.
We have an
Just
album
sitting-
ready. Yeah.
And then some probably. Honestly.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So I guess it's just a matter of staggering out the releases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially by being solo artists as well.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give each other time
Yeah.
for your song to do its thing instead of releases stacking on each other.
Yeah.
So
That's really good.
yeah.
And during that process of like when you're releasing solo music and when you're releasing solo music, are either one of you guys like behind the scenes on each other's music?
Oh yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
That's every song.
I'm his producer and engineer. He's my cameraman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm his cameraman too, and he's my proof listener.
Yeah.
He's my executive engineer.
Yeah.
Nice.
We do everything. It's all
We made a lot of moves over the years for the unit as a whole, you know, he makes a move that benefits both of us and then I do the same thing. That's what it goes back into being a collaborative thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's easy. He's like I said the last time. That's my best friend too, right? So we got each other's best interests.
We don't
in
just
mind
do
and
rap
stuff.
together. We do life together too.
Yeah.
I live across the hall and shit.
Yeah. He'd be listening to me scream and holler when I can't get 808s and key and shit. I'd be losing my mind. Bro, get over here. Come here. I need your help. But yeah.
That's what I think makes us dynamic and different from any other duo. Is we don't turn our friendship off when the mic's off. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
It's like a more of an old school feel of how like groups were back in the day. You know what I mean? There was usually
Well, that's what we came up on.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, and like Outcast and like guys that was, you know, they were tight and then they did music together. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Locks.
Styles and Jada, Cam and Jewels,
Mobb Deep.
Mobb Deep for sure.
yeah.
I'm still's got some Mobb Deep vibes for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's always the song we like to start every show with.
It's got a long
Packs a
intro.
punch, right?
It's got a long ass intro
Let it talk some
that I
shit.
never cut down.
Yeah.
So you guys headlining the show on Saturday.
Yep. Me and Turf don't do parking lots. Get pleasant with our points. Or so I heard. That's unreleased too. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Static. Oh no, Static's on
Unofficial professionals, yeah.
which is on all streaming platforms.
Go check it now.
Great album.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Great album.
Solid album.
100%.
So when you were here, we found out, you know, what got you into hip hop and stuff. So now, where did your hip hop journey begin? Like, what got you into the music and then made you decide to start making the music?
So, first time I was ever introduced to hip hop, I think it was I was probably around 6 or 7 years old. You know, I'm 30. I'm not a youngin'. I'm not old either, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sitting in the middle. So first song I ever heard was Tupac, Changes.
Okay.
And you know, I'm not one of those diehard Tupac fans, but it definitely got me into hip hop, opened up my eyes to a whole other genre of music.
Nice.
It was a moment too, because first time I heard it, I was kicking it with my brother. He just bought a Mustang, had Kenwoods in the trunk, right? So it was sounding right.
Nice.
And that was my first glimpse of hip hop. And then when I started creating music, it wasn't hip hop at first.
Okay.
You know, I played rhythm guitar, drums, and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, nothing crazy. Was never in a bunch of bands and everything else, but that's where it all started.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to create my own music by writing my lyrics. But I found when I was writing the music, it had a hip hop flow. It didn't sound like a rock song or something, right?
Yeah.
So I said, okay, well maybe I'll start looking into instrumentals and stuff. And when I did, it just clicked. It fit what I was writing. It flowed on the beat.
Okay.
I was like, okay. And you know, I made a little recording on my phone over. It was actually over a 50 Cent beat.
Oh, which one?
I came up listening to a lot of 50 Cent and whatever, right? So that's what kind of started it for me. I showed that around my school and everything, and people were fucking with it.
Oh, nice.
Right? This is like MP3 players. Like this is back when the MP3 player came out. So that's what I was rocking around, right? Like,
That's dope.
you know, put a headphone into someone's ear, they fuck with it, go to the next person. I had the whole school bopping to a couple shitty remixes I did.
Nice.
And then I guess I seen that they fucked with it. It gave me confidence I didn't really have growing up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I'm going to roll with it. Took it more serious. And that's kind of when I moved up to the city. I moved to the city with intentions of making music, and that's what I did. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
And that's when you met him?
That's basically when I met him.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Been a big
Allegedly.
headache ever since.
Oh, big heads. Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Get my heads custom.
We're like
made.
cone heads, but it goes out this way.
Like Stewie from
The juice is delicious.
That's right. Hey, Arnold and shit.
Yeah, ain't Arnold.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that character. It's classic.
have you ever went back to any of the like the instruments you used to play or anything like that? Or like have you like tried to incorporate any of that stuff into your music
Shit,
these
I didn't
days?
even have to. He does. Not really. I have interest in it a little bit, but I'm more on like the artist side of things now, as opposed to like production and whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said, when you have someone who does production, and not only does production, but knows me well enough to, or anyone I for that matter, to when I say this is what I want, I can hum it or whatever, and he's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's like more of an engineer to me.
Yeah.
Someone who has that ear. So I definitely have the interest of putting in instruments, but I never have to do it myself. Yeah.
Spoiled. I won't let him do it. I'll be like, oh, what do you need, bro? Oh, I got that already.
Yeah, a couple of guitar solos and stuff and some songs here and there. You know?
Just let me know. Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I made a beat live yesterday, 5 minutes. Sold it 3 minutes after I made it.
Nice. Congrats, man.
I didn't even have to finish it.
Yeah.
I didn't have to add nothing else to it. It's good just the way it sits.
So how is that process for you as a producer, being able to have that ability to do that kind of stuff?
Jeez, sometimes it's stressful, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sometimes I'll sit there and I'll play like 4 things and I'll delete them all. I won't keep none of it. You know what I mean? And then sometimes, times me and him get in the studio, I can't even say it, 100% of the time. We sit down just like we just sat down now. I'll open the program. What kind of mood are you in? Oh, whatever. You want to rap? You want to have fun? Oh, let's rap. Next thing you know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, me and him recording. 40 minutes later, we get a song. 20 minutes after that, it's mastered. We outside shooting a video.
That's exactly
For real,
how it
though,
goes.
that's exactly
like
how it
most
happens.
cases. Yeah.
100% of the time. And I mean, all the videos, like you go on our YouTube, I'm Still, Smooth, Hell's Winter, any of that stuff. Oh, bro, what are you doing? I'm chilling. Let's go shoot a video. All right, dog, I'll come pick you up in a minute. All right, cool. I get the batteries charged up. Yeah. By the time I get their batteries charged, hop in, we smoke one. Next thing you know, we got a movie.
That's dope. That's
Nice.
Dope.
8 hours later, videos edited, done. We're like, so when we putting it out? We got videos, we got videos and all kinds of stuff that we haven't even put out and stuff. All kinds, like I said, all kinds of songs. We just be working.
Have you ever guys thought about transitioning into film with that kind of a work hustle?
We always talked about shooting an All Bears documentary or a movie or something like that. Behind this, we got mad behind the scenes clips. It's something that we can't talk about.
Everywhere we go,
He's
trust there's
got
a
the
camera rolling somewhere.
Camera's always on.
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
Yeah.
When the documentary drops, I'll send it to you. I'll send you guys the uncut version.
A couple of years in the making.
Oh, it's a while in the making. It's not even close to done yet. But yeah, man, I always said I wanted to shoot a movie. Chase wanted to shoot a horror movie.
Horror movies
I
are.
don't want to shoot a horror movie.
I want to shoot a movie in my life, and my life's not really a horror movie, so I'm going to just make it as authentic as possible.
Behind the scenes. That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
But I would like to. We've tried to direct each other in videos and stuff like that, but
How's that process go?
we smoke a lot. So.
We've done everything from shooting in parking lots, getting kicked out of parking garages, falling down hills in York Rideau, trying to get
tripod back. Still got that tripod. I will not let it go.
We've rented, full professional studios to shoot in with, videographers and stuff like that. We've tapped into a lot of different avenues of it, I suppose. But I think for the most part, we like to keep the gems for ourselves.
Yeah, for real. I don't mind shooting videos for other artists and stuff like that. But every time I do something for another artist, I'm like,
I wish I would have done that for myself.
Should have did that for us.
Yeah.
Same with beats.
Yeah.
I made that beat. I sold the beat, and then I played it for you last night, and I seen the look on your face, and I was like, I know, bro. It's a hit. I know. It's gone. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, I can imagine that must be difficult as an artist yourself, making a beat and then something to someone that you know that they're either not going to do it justice, or you hear
exactly.
It, it's not justice.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that happens. We do that sometimes. You guys should step your game up. Me buying my beats. You hurt my feelings.
Ask yourself, what would the duo do?
Yeah, what would the duo do?
Right.
The duo, not them guys that you know.
Exactly.
There's a difference.
Big difference.
Huge difference.
Figure that out.
And it's the dynamic duo, not dynamic duo.
Yeah.
For the people making the posters.
Yes.
But anyway, it's Breezy Borden, not just Breezy.
Yep. Anyway. Gotta make the distinction if you're going to find the right person, right?
For real, though.
I won't lie. I put dynamic duo in, and I got this Asian duo, and I was like, I don't think that's them.
Yeah. No. Wrong guys. Wrong guys. That's us after dark.
People be trying to People be trying to claim that title too. I ain't gonna lie. People be out here trying to claim the dynamic duo.
Oh, here?
There's
Out
been
here.
been a couple times we've been
People literally
sitting
step
down.
outside and try and claim that title.
We're the dynamic duo.
The nerve.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Man.
I'm pretty sure that says I'm the dynamic duo. I'm pretty sure it's me and you on the back of the shirt too.
I'm pretty sure you are those guys that we know.
You know exactly what we're talking about.
Exactly.
I mean, I wouldn't adjust any facts or nothing, but I would speak on it.
Right? It's
Pleasant with my points. Soul Samaria's trench.
this whole episode will be full of references. I'm sorry. It's just
I'll tell you.
it's our lingo.
It's how we function in this jurisdiction. I don't make the rules. I just play the game, bro.
That's it.
So, I sent you guys some topics.
Yeah.
First, since we're talking about hip hop and stuff, let's talk about one of our local artists that just released a new album, Quake Matthews.
Shout out to Quake.
Yeah.
What was the name of the song?
Hit him where it hurts.
That one and what if I say it's something like along
No,
those lines? Quake, I'm sorry, man, but I'm tired of song.
What I'm going to say next.
Bro. Yeah.
What I'm going to say next.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They're all hits. The production on the album is slamming.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just
I was talking to him. We were in the car, and I was like, the name of the album is perfect too. It's like patio season,
Oh, he did it
and how the whole album has like a vibe.
yeah.
But it's like you know how now this might be shots to Future. How he'll put on an album, it's a vibe, but I find that like the temple's all the same. It's just one zone in that vibe.
Yeah.
But Quake has that patio season vibe,
there was-
but goes up to here. It gives you range like crazy.
Everything I heard on that album, I could hear in the club.
Yeah.
On any night.
Can hear anywhere actually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Club barbecue, put it on the barbecue.
I be jamming it at work. I got it in my playlist now. I can't even lie.
One thing
Yeah.
I've always said about Quake and how he does his albums is it's kind of like an art piece. Like you say, it has its ups and downs. Every album's supposed to do this one.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
This.
And it's you can tell he has patterns with how he writes and his structure and the artists that he continues to put on each album and things like this.
Yeah, for real.
Consistency, giving him something that he's known for. You know.
Oh yeah, it was a good body of work.
Yes.
It's really
It's a
good.
real good example of what he can do.
My personal favorite album, rap music. Back in the day?
Back in the day.
Back in the
it
day.
was like that.
Yes,
hat
bro.
and sweater.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Is
That's
the
what put
one
me
with
on
the hat
to Quake,
on.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I really like this album though.
It is. It's really good.
What stands out on this album for you? You already mentioned the two songs.
What stands out to me, I guess it might not be on the album. I guess just with the album is his marketing strategies of how to promote the album.
Yeah.
You know, like I see he had an album release party, and he had Randy from Trail Park Boys with
I seen
with
that.
The blue skeezy.
the blue,
Yeah.
blue skeezy,
Yeah, I've
right?
seen that.
Just the and the reels and stuff that he's putting out to promote it.
Oh, bro's a TikTok master.
You know,
He
Yeah,
is. He's got
you
that
know,
locked down.
visiting Joe over in Fairview. Shout out to Joe. You know,
Yeah, across the road.
you know, just how he's putting the album out there and the aesthetic behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did a
That's-
good job. The whole project, the whole rollout, it was good.
Yeah,
No, for sure. Shout out to the boy, man.
Yep.
Doing your thing on that album.
for sure.
Oh, yeah, he
That
rapped,
song,
too.
Thicker than
thicker than water
water.
with Little D.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, I like
was
Just
a
Like
good
Me with Jordan. I like Cruel Summer's dope, and
One thing I find
Man,
too
it's a whole
about the
album,
album, which makes it more of a body of work, too, is the
skits.
interludes and the skits and so on. Right?
Yeah,
That's what an album sounds like to me.
and they're perfectly placed too.
Yes,
Like you got the opening, and then you have one right in the middle somewhere that's like
it's a story.
it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a story walking you on a journey, and that's what I
Right.
like about it, right?
And the good thing about the skit is it helps bring the energy level down to where the next song is going too, right? It was man.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece.
It was really good.
Back on the Canadian tip, what do you think about this whole? Oh shoot, I don't know if we should start with. I guess it ties in together. Like, so Kendrick and SZA sold out 2 stadiums shows back to back, right? In Toronto, where everyone thought that no one was going to go. Someone from another podcast said,
Shout out to Yag Meat Singh.
that's what I was going to bring up next. I was going to bring up next too.
Call me.
But people were saying, hey, no one's going to go to a show. He said people will just go there to boo him. No. He sold it out and went crazy.
Yeah, man.
And then Jake Meat, like, oh, man. I voted NDP, so I feel bad.
He apologized.
He apologized for going to the show.
Apologize to Drake.
I never heard in my life.
You know what I mean?
And you apologize.
You know what I mean?
What we doing over here?
And
I'll be on time waiting for it.
You call a guy who's running for...
I don't know what's crazier that happened or that it was on CTV News.
All of that. All them parts. All that stuff.
It's all planned out. You watch. Drake's about to drop an album. You wait.
Yeah.
With Jake Meat on the skit.
Get the phone call.
That's the first publicity.
Drake, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please.
That is crazy.
Don't show your face in Mississauga ever again.
Brody used to listen to Quake on how to promote his album.
You really should.
Yeah.
You really should. This is too much.
So, yo, what's more goofy? Calling someone a goof for going to a concert or apologizing to the dude that called you a goof?
All of it. but I mean, come on, like a bunch of grown men sitting here, man, call you a goof. You know what could happen after that.
Right.
You can't talking to men like that.
And dropped me some guy. Wasn't he all like, he was the boxing premier? He was
Yeah.
all boxing videos.
And now he's
Scared
just
of
sorry.
Drake. Scared of Aubrey Graham. Jimmy. Scared of Jimmy in his wheelchair.
Apologize for enjoying a concert that you like.
Yeah. So what'd he say? I went for SZA.
I went for SZA. And people were like, so you left when Kendrick came on? No. He's probably crip walking in the aisle to not like us.
They took it, Kendrick was in the background.
A whole lot of backpedaling going on here.
Oh, yeah.
It was just crazy, man.
It's good stuff. This is what the people tune in for, bro. This is content.
You trying to apologize? Go tell the man. You just made yourself look like a fool for putting it online.
Yeah, for real.
Facts.
For real.
I don't know how you gonna run again, bro?
Oh, he's no longer the leader of the party. He stepped down when they lost. So I guess there's that for NDP voters out there. He ain't your leader no more. So we got
He done. He cocked his
Bro's
career.
back
It's
up playing his
over.
rap.
He must be signed out.
Jeez, that's crazy.
If Ovio don't take him, TDE might.
I thought it was bad when J. Cole apologized for the diss track to Kendrick, but this a whole politician go to a show and apologize.
Never apologize for a diss track.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah,
Never.
I don't get that either.
If you're gonna apologize,
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it out.
There was many steps along the way. If you write a diss track, many steps that you
Yeah.
could have stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wrote them lyrics. You rapped them lyrics. You listened to it back. You added ad libs.
Yeah.
Lots of steps along
Let me
the
go
way.
back in and clean this part. You know me, I got a whole list.
But that's like
Whole
Jake Meat.
protocol for diss
With Jake
track.
Meat, there's many steps too. He bought the ticket. He went, got his people together. He went to the show knowing that he's Jake Meat Sin. People are going to see him. You're in Toronto.
Gather security. Do this. Do that.
Yeah. Pose for the picture. Like,
Bro looked cooked when they caught him in the picture. Bro was like,
Did he ever? Oh shit! He knew what was out. He knew what was out.
going viral.
Shouldn't have even stepped out that day.
he's like, oh shit, Drake gonna see this.
I could have watched this on
Politician, man,
demand.
you could have put up in the box.
Yeah. Could have got it on demand.
Yeah.
$49. That's crazy.
That's
So funny things happen.
what we doing out here, man. What is hip hop dudes going after politicians? It's crazy. All right.
We've been doing that for years, like going after politicians, but no politicians ever apologized.
But the thing is, people been going after politicians for their political views and shit like that. No one ever was like, yo, you listening to him? Yeah, you're a Kendrick fan? We beefing then. All right, now,
I wish Leighton was here so I could ask him how he feels about it.
I can't lie. There was lots of little videos I saw from Toronto people like posting videos of the concert of other people. Be like, "What are we doing? You guys out here? You know he was talking about you when he said not like us, right?"
I ain't even into all that politics stuff. Look, you like a song, you like a song.
For real.
You Canadian or not, it don't matter. You like a song, you like a song.
yeah, it's a bop.
I
That's
just
it.
want to see if Drake can sell out that same stadium.
Yeah.
Because I
Just
think
for
he has
just
to
for
now,
the
right?
Canadian pride now. For his own pride. Like you gotta sell out in your hometown.
Yeah, because he never sold out the stadium yet. But if he's going to top Kendrick, he has to do it twice
That's it.
in a row, back to back.
It ain't about saying he did the same thing. It's about saying I did it better.
Yeah, so he's going to have to do 3 nights.
That man better pack the Sky Dome, have the 93 Blue Jays come out that motherfucker. I want to see Joe Carter. You better do something.
But instead, what he did is he put out a verse on Smiley's album
Oh, yeah.
where he sounded like he was
Smiley's
falling
dope,
asleep. Well,
Smiley's dope.
Drake, I don't know if Drake wasn't to me. He wasn't dope on this.
We had this conversation about Drake's dopeness last night. There's different
Eras of
of Drake. Like Young Money, Bedrock, 5 a.m. in Toronto, Drake.
People can say that about a lot of rappers
Yeah.
or whatever,
Not
right?
about us.
Yeah.
Consistent.
Yeah,
I've got better over time.
that's. I think the only person that like mainstream dude. I don't even know if he's mainstream anymore. I should say famous rapper that, in my opinion, kept getting better was like Method Man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I ain't lying. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
like most people have their dips. Like Nas is back up there now,
yeah.
but he fell up. He
Oh, yeah.
there was a down with him, but
A lot of guys go the business route. They
Yeah.
start labels and stuff. That's what Nas and Jadakiss did.
yeah, even 50, man, 50 was my guy. But like,
Yeah, 50 doesn't get the credit he deserves.
I don't check for new 50 that much. But man, 50 was
You
that
check for
dude.
everything else he does, though.
Yes,
Everything else he does.
yeah,
50's a man.
You ain't got to check because now 50's the type of guy, you see what he does. You go to a liquor store, you see the
You hear all
bottles
about
or
it.
you hear all the products that he
All
owns.
about
And
it.
I want to see his Instagram posts and stuff, his memes, and making fun of people.
What is 50 Cent saying? You know we got something to say.
50's one of them guys you always want to know what 50 thinks.
Yeah,
yeah.
What's 50 saying about this?
yeah,
Because you know it's comical.
yep.
Comical.
And right now he's on Diddy's case.
I mean,
I'm surprised he didn't pull strings to be a juror, so that he was in there.
I mean, your baby mother is part of this case too, right? So
Oh, you
like,
know he in-
it's hitting a
You know
little
he in
different for
there.
him. He's sitting in there, he
Sitting
finding
over in the
everything.
corner sipping his tea, writing things down.
I'm sure it's not easy for anyone to slide into that case. It's just with Diddy, hey,
Wild.
anyone can pop up and say, "Oh, I was part of that era, so I'm in this case now." You know,
Yeah,
For real.
you walk by Diddy back in 1999, and I'm
He bumped elbows with me. The things he did to me. He put oil all over my elbows.
you see, he might be getting removed from the being allowed in the court because he's like intimidating the jurors. He's looking at them, smiling and nodding at them and shit.
No,
He's over there looking at them thinking, you would have been cool. I wish you would have been there. Lord.
Oh, Diddy, crazy.
Poor Justin Bieber's going crazy.
yeah,
He's going through stuff, man.
Well, listen, what did I say last time? Aruba. That nigga need to be on a plane somewhere where they don't extradite.
he ain't fucking with no paparazzi. That's all I've been
I
saying.
know.
Yeah.
They only want to ask him one thing.
Yeah,
How did he do it? How did it go down? Just tell us.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to know.
and he's got the shitty end of it, man. Like not even just from Diddy.
Yeah, no pun intended.
There's compilation videos of everyone basically doing them wrong.
They were doing some wild stuff. with
Katy
Justin Bieber back
Perry,
in the
Ellen
day.
DeGeneres, all these people just like
I didn't see the
groping
Katy
this man.
The wildest list of
Katy
sexual assailants.
Katy
Why?
Perry
Katy Perry,
and Ellen
DeGeneres.
and
You know it
Diddy.
goes down bad.
Bro has got it
If
bad.
that's your list, shit, I wouldn't want paparazzi either.
Wow.
Shit.
Boys are posted outside his house. Posted. 4 or 5 rows deep. You got to get one of them cattle pushers off the train to get up the front door.
Don't even get me started on the AI pictures.
I know,
man.
AI is wild,
AI
man.
is too wild.
I've been watching all these AIs of like Diddy and Cassie fight. Like Diddy was freaking Thanos, and Cassie was like it was from Endgame. They did that, and Captain America was 50 Cent, and they had Kid Cudi as a character and Cassie as a character, and they're battling Thanos Diddy, and I was like, well, I don't know who made this, but this is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's stuff's hilarious. All the videos of him hugging LeBron in the jail cell and stuff like that.
Some of this stuff looks too
Bottle
real.
lube,
Too, man.
that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, AI is dangerous, man. AI is getting too.
I think it's hilarious.
I seen one of Diddy with Jay-Z and Beyonce doing some wild stuff.
Things that we're not allowed to speak about.
Well, speaking of wild stuff, how about that new Ninja Nudity? That's what I call it, Ninja Nudity, guys.
I'm coining it the clam glitch. Yeah, it's the clam glitch for me.
It's crazy.
Wild. Shorty said, choo-choo,
Yeah, I know.
clam. What? How that happen?
I hate the toes one. I don't know if I showed you the toes one.
Oh, fuck.
Where they have the camera up so that their toes, but they're sitting up, right? But they ain't got their pants on or nothing. And then they move their toes and you can see it, and then they move it back.
Peekaboo butthole.
Yeah. Or sometimes they go like this, right? And then they bend over and you can see in the mirrors behind them, you see that they ain't got no pants on. I was like, these girls want to show their pussy so bad.
Thirsty.
It's crazy.
Wild.
I think personally, like, look, why are you being so secretive? Why are you trying to hide this shit? It's either you do this or you don't do this. Be obvious with it if you're going to do
Scuba
it.
Steve activated.
Yeah. What's in this ginger ale?
Yeah, because what's crazy about it is you want to do it, you got OnlyFans.
That's what I'm saying.
You got all these other things.
They
Like-
probably on there, bro.
Now that-
But how diabolical is it that you sit at home and be like, how do I get my coochie
That's promotion.
on Facebook?
Because the worst part is you got no choice.
That's
You
fucking
got to make
promotion.
the choice to go to OnlyFans. But when
Yeah.
I'm scrolling through Facebook and TikTok, I don't want to see your shit.
Exactly. Like,
So give me back my choice, please.
there should be there's a place for it for a reason.
All
And
I-
that's right.
So that you
I
can
just
look at
wanna hear
Facebook at
beats
work
and-
without somebody
and
seeing.
see stuff about like different dread styles and stuff. That's all I really look for. My woman to tell you that too. All he does is, oh, you should do this to my hair.
Worst part is, it's not just these
all I
OnlyFans
care
girls
about.
or whatever. It's God knows who.
Oh, it's wild.
That's what really makes it bad.
wild.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to
People
see.
just-
Because with OnlyFans, you got to be verified and shit, right? Yeah.
That is a good point.
It's crazy. They
Crazy
eat.
times.
TikTok, you see fucking Steve from accounting. Hit you with that old fucking Vienna sausage.
But it's
Dog
wild.
water and all. Splashback ridiculous.
not the ball yet. Ball pack smoke.
Oh, another trick that they
Wow.
found out is that you can show your tits on Facebook and it won't get taken down if you have a kid and you're breastfeeding. So girls they'll whip it out. They'll take a second to feed the kid just so that,
Yeah.
they flashing and then they'll.
To
That
breathe.
seems like it should be some type of violation.
For real.
It should.
Not a still frame. It's a process.
Yeah.
Right?
And
For real.
I
That's wild.
I seen one where it wasn't even a real kid. They had like a Cabbage Patch doll.
Patrol doll up. Hit you with one of these. What is this? What is this? You working? Way too hard. Homegirl in the back with a big old walk.
Yeah.
Now, the crazy thing that goes through my mind when I see the stuff like this is how many times did they try and it got flagged before they found that lane?
For real, though.
Where like
She
they,
would have. Somebody had to figure out,
Yeah.
do this.
like the girl that did that like quick little thing, she had to
Yeah.
find out how quick it had to be before.
Well, there's no 5 seconds of fame anymore. There's just 1 second.
Yeah,
Nanoseconds.
that's
We're in the game now, bud. You got to call Bob. Got to reboot.
People be out here,
It's rough.
They're called bugs.
people be out here
Rough out
leveling
here.
up with their
Rough
hustle,
out, it's
man.
rough out here, dog.
it's
Getting rough.
People be out here leveling up their hustle. Imagine seeing that on Kijiji or something. Like, goddamn. going through trying to find a painter to paint your house, and next thing you know, you're looking at someone's clam. I couldn't do it.
You know, it's funny that that happened to me on Kijiji.
Not the painting clam.
Of course it did.
I think I told it on the podcast before. I was I hope she don't listen to this podcast, but I was selling a crock pot. That's how it started. She was interested, but she didn't have the money until next week. So we just started talking, and then she said something about piercings. I was like, "No, I don't have any piercings." She's like, "I do. You want to see them?" You know where they were.
That was a
Sexual predator. You were just predator.
I didn't lower the price though. She didn't get a discount on the crock pot though, so I guess she tried.
Way too hard. One of these. The hell out of here.
You probably thought you were getting a discount.
Yeah, no discount.
I'm not even selling it to you now.
Actually, price just went up. Actually,
That's crazy.
Yeah, on Kijiji, that was the wildest. I think that was the first. No, that wasn't the first thing I sold on Kijiji. The second one.
They've definitely leveled up. Just remember, it used to be get the message on Facebook. Shout out to Mitchell Shell P. He used to post it all the time. Get the girl put message at 3:00 in the morning. Hey, hon, I know you don't know me, but I was wondering if I could borrow $30 till tomorrow morning because I got to get some diapers and some milk for my kid. So, bitch, it's 3:00 in the fucking morning. You smoking crack? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You really gonna pay my money back? And Mitchell used to have whole long conversations with him and stuff.
yeah, you ain't even got a kid. That's a Cabbage Patch.
Yeah. You seen that video? You just want to show your tit.
Yeah. 3 a.m. for.
They be on some wild shit.
I know.
They'd be like, "Hey, we went to school together. You think you could loan me $150 till next week?" Be like, "I ain't never went to school with you." What school did I go to? And they'd be like, "Oh, the academy in Pictou. I ain't never lived in Pictou." Oh, must be the wrong guy. You go to message back. This person's not available on Messenger.
Oh yeah. I love that one. Yeah.
That's just comical. I love fucking with them. Yeah, bro, I remember you. You remember that time we went fishing? I tell you the wildest shit. The time we went fishing, remember? The fucking snapping turtle jumped out the tree and bit Scott's toe off. They'd be like, yeah, I remember that. I ain't know no Scott. I believed everything up until Scott.
Oh shoot.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I messed with someone that got the wrong number once. My girlfriend hates that I did it, but they're like, "Yeah, so what you doing?" I just started talking to them. Yeah, just chilling.
I do that all the time.
But it went further. They're like, "Yo, you're going out tonight?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go out." And all of a sudden, they're like, "Well, where you at?" And I was just like, I lived in an apartment building, right? I didn't have to give them my apartment number, so I was like, "Let me see what happens." So I told them, right, and I watched. They came to get me. And then I was like, "No, this ain't." I think it was Lucy or something, or some girl's name. No, this ain't Cheryl. I'm sorry. I was just playing with you. They're like, we drove all the way from which was obviously a lie. They're like, we drove all the way from Truro. I was like, it took you a half hour to get here from Truro? Get out of here.
Where you driving? Yeah, I will come with you.
If they were looking good, I was going to go downstairs, but I could see them. I was like, nah.
That's cool.
And I don't even know what I would have said when they was expecting Cheryl or whatever to come out. Yeah, what up?
They'd be like, "Hey, Mike, what's going on?" I'd be like, "What's happening? What are you up to tonight?" "Oh, you know me, bud, just shitting and kicking." "What are you up to?" "Going no drinking?" "Mike, I don't drink." Click. Well, and that's how long that lasts for.
People just don't check the number. Someone called me once, like, "Yo, don't forget to feed the dog." I was like, "What? Who's this?"
The dog is dead.
I should have said that. That would have been wild if I did that.
What do you mean?
I was like, I think you got this one. I was just thrown off. Like, I think you got the wrong number. I don't know what you, but
the dog is.
I'm the only dog here. I don't know.
The dog has been dead for years.
shit.
We should move. Got to play with people. I love that.
All right. Where's the thing go?
Gotta know how to laugh.
Oh, there we go. All right. Now we ready to play the game that we still ain't named yet.
Game without a name.
I know. We've been doing this for like a couple years and we still ain't got it. So, going to give you this 10-sided dice.
All right.
And we're going to ask you 5 questions based on what you roll. Roll here to be safe because this table, it could just go flying.
Don't mess this up, Scoob.
Watch it go flying. So, oh no. Number 8. Who are your top 5? I said that you can answer 2. Unless it's I can't even remember what we asked you last time. Oh well, we'll see what you answer. Top 5 favorite actors. You go first, and then you go.
Favorite actors.
Yeah.
All right.
I know the first one.
Right off the hop, Adam Sandler.
Okay.
I figured.
Adam Sandler right off the hop.
Loves him.
Been my favorite since I was like a little kid. No word. Also Jim Carrey. He's coming.
Oh, yeah.
in, you know.
That's two actors that can play anything and they just get away with it.
That's it.
Like they can do whatever they want on screen and nobody really says anything about it.
For real, though.
Damn.
There are also 2 actors that I feel like a lot of the roles is just them. Like Adam Sandler seems like that is him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Jim Carrey too. When he started getting into that serious dark stuff, I was like, dude got range.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, like, he did. There's a whole documentary on when he played that famous comedian. What was the name?
Yeah, fake. I remember his hairdo he had, but
Jim
I can't.
Carrey?
Yeah, he played this famous comedian from back in the day. He
Yeah.
like, engulfed himself in the role so much that they literally made a documentary about like how he was in this because he like method acting, right? I am this guy.
real.
Yeah.
I find for you to be a good actor, in my opinion, you have to like people like Jim Carrey or whoever are in these roles where if you don't do it properly, a huge amount of people will be like offended.
Mm.
You know, like the movie Radio with Cuba
Gooding Jr.
right? That's a
Another
sensitive
good
role.
actor.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that properly, well, you're gonna
yeah.
come across offensive or something.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one of my favorite actors.
That Cuba's good. I forgot
Yeah.
about Cuba.
So that's 3 of 5.
Yeah. Who else we got? David Spade.
That's a name I ain't heard in a while.
David Spade.
He's hilarious.
I like Adam Sandler's crew, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Rob Schneider's dope too.
Oh yeah, he took them all in his whole career, man.
Yeah. Who else am I thinking of here?
That's 5 if you're counting Rob.
Yeah. I would also add probably Terry Crews.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like him
Remember, he was
too.
like the first big guy seen do all that like.
The
Oh,
Rob.
this stuff is
Yeah,
I was like,
bro.
I was like, he breaking it down. Look at
He's
that big guy.
comical too. He's
I could
fun.
probably think of a few others, but yeah, those are I would say my top 5.
You want to name 5?
Denzel, Johnny Depp, Russell Crowe,
I like Russell Crowe.
probably Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey. I would say.
Cool. Let's roll for the next question. Four. Top 5 favorite foods.
Top 5 favorite foods. Big poutine fan. Poutine.
Fries, gravy, and cheese.
Yes. Yeah, get it right.
Did it have to be cheese curds?
Don't have to be, but that's the OG way. You
Yeah.
know, it's
I like it either way, yeah.
yeah. I would also say lasagna.
Oh, yeah.
You know, lasagna's always a hit for me. Love me a good baked potato.
We were talking about that
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
And a good chicken parm. French onion soup's good too,
Okay, there you go. 5.
Ramsey, calm down.
right? Right.
What 5 you got?
Chicken, anything chicken.
Chicken.
Any burger. I love burgers. I'll drive
burger
provinces
as well.
over for a good burger. Any kind of potato, really. Mashed potato, fries, baked potato. Scoop's taco dip and anything Tara makes. Because Tara's food be slapping.
No one said don't air?
I like doing it.
Kill my stomach, but
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
anytime I'm drunk, I want to do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, let's see what we get next. 6. Oh, top 5 top 5 favorite TV shows.
Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
Good choice.
I still haven't seen it. I haven't seen that one either.
I watched a bunch of new shows since last. I got all kinds of shows.
American Horror Story is pretty dope.
Yeah, I seen that.
Trail Park Boys.
Yeah.
Fuck. I could watch that over and over again. I ain't gonna lie.
I was just clearing.
Is this what I say in the podcast? And then I would say probably the 70s Show. Yeah.
That's a class.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donna.
Is that 5?
Yep, that's 5. Used to love Donna.
Yeah.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Picard.
Okay.
I should have slapped. I watched the whole thing in 5 days. 3 seasons.
Shit.
I murked that shit. I just started watching Game of Thrones.
That
Pretty dope.
I like that one.
Pretty dope.
Yeah.
Supernatural. That's my shit. I'm going home to watch that. Smoke mad blunts. Reboot.
That's old school.
Old school. I hear you.
I keep hearing that they're going to do a reboot of
the
the reboot.
original Batman.
The animated series?
No,
No, he's
Adam
not-
West.
Adam West.
Yeah.
That was,
Original one.
I love, my favorite thing about that is that,
And Marshall Bravestar for
his Joker was so gangster he wouldn't shave his mustache.
yeah, man. I love that shit.
Just paint
Eartha
it-
Kitt as Catwoman.
Painted over his mustache.
Eartha Kitt as Catwoman. Boy, she was wearing that suit. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Now, show I've been on lately watching that I think is crazy good is Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta's a good show.
Yeah.
I checked.
Donald Glover.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
a
check
he's
it
a
out.
he's a
Donald
crazy.
Glover. Charles Gambino can rap.
Yeah, he
boy.
can.
Oh,
And-
Kenny Everett.
Yeah.
And this is a show I think produced and I think he wrote it. His
Oh, yeah,
it is his mind is crazy. You could yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
It's a really good show. All right, roll.
Another good show is Shameless. That's a really good show.
I want to get into that. There's so many seasons though.
Some
Yeah.
wild stuff to happen.
The American version,
not
yeah.
the British version.
Yeah, I know. Who do you think is the top 5 most underrated rappers?
Shit. Well, I gotta sit here and give a shout out to that Scuba Steve guy one time. Breezy Borden, he's pretty cool too. Big head on him though.
He a huge head.
Yeah.
He dope though.
Who's underrated? Shout out to the homie Adam Robbins. Gotta shout out Adam Robbins. Extremely underrated.
100%.
Cool.
Your favorite wrestling rapper.
For real.
He doesn't rapple. He doesn't rapple. That's a new word. He doesn't.
He's taking
He
that
doesn't
for
wrestle,
sure.
but he does rap about wrestling, and
He used to wrestle though.
he used to wrestle.
His brother's
I didn't know
his
that.
brother's
Wow.
a heavyweight champion though.
Shout out to Adam. Shout out to Adam Robbins.
Yeah, for real.
Heavyweight in and out the ring.
Yeah. It's my
Who
dad.
else we got? One rapper that I think is he's from the Maritimes. Got a good flow and I think deserves more recognition is Cavi.
Oh,
Cavi is
yeah, I showed
a
up
dope
to
motherfucker.
Cavi.
If you haven't heard
Yeah.
his music yet, shout out to Cavi.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
for
gonna have to
real.
check that.
I was never thinking Cavi for some reason.
You know,
Shout out to Cavi.
Yo, one more.
one more.
Dynamic duo.
Who we got here? Dynamic duo. That's a group. They pretty dope though. 2 big heads.
Far from underrated. Though.
Yeah. Who do we got? I'm thinking. Trying to shout out to someone around here. Let's give a shout out to someone I think's underrated. Let's go for Tachichi.
Okay, yeah.
For sure.
Tachichi seems like a good dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's put in the footwork.
Definitely.
100%.
Go to a record store anywhere in the city, you're gonna see Tachichi on vinyl.
Yeah, for real.
Not many people can say that right now.
Yeah,
True.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
He incorporates a lot of the old school elements of hip hop. So I think for all those things, I think he's pretty underrated and deserves more credit.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
So we're doing local guys.
You can do whatever you want.
That's just who I came to my head.
Local guys, J.R. Slaughter. That Ojab kid, he's dope. Super dope. Christian rapper too.
Okay, cool.
Jake Mercer, 100%. Jake's all self-produced and all that stuff. It's a lot of hard work.
Awesome. Got 2 more.
Strap Man, Breezy Borden, and Young Turfington.
Young Turfington.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. He's got more. He's got a nickname for every song we have, at least.
All right, one more roll.
He really does.
Yeah, I got more names than Eminem.
Top 5 favorite movies.
I know. Pretty sure I know at least 2 of them because they're 2 of mine too.
Forrest Gump is in there.
Okay, Run Forrest Run.
Yeah.
I had to go
It's a
home now.
classic. It's a classic though. I can't even lie.
What do we got here? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Classic.
The Goonies.
Oh man, that's so classic.
That's what I was waiting for. And then the other two, I'm pretty sure I might know the other two.
Yeah.
I know one of them for sure.
Goonies
I'm
is
pretty-
classic.
I'm trying to think what you're thinking of.
I'm not gonna say that. I just want to say.
Favorite movies. The Ninja Turtles.
The first
The
1991.
90s one. The second one specifically is my favorite.
Oh, with Super Shredder. Well, that's where you
what I
had
was
Super
waiting for.
Shredder.
I figured that was gonna be the first one.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
And Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go.
Right?
I just
Cowabunga and
watched the
shit.
new one the other night.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yes,
They're all right.
near as good.
Now, the 90s Ninja Turtles were the best.
These guys are bodybuilders,
100%.
bro.
And like 7 feet tall.
Alien turtles.
Transformers and shit they look like.
Wow.
You ever see on YouTube they got the Nigga Turtles videos? Funniest shit ever.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. I was weak. I was gonna post it. Facebook wouldn't let me.
Another good movie is Captain Phillips. With Tom Hanks.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, that one. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that one
I
yet.
did that on boat the other day. Let's go.
That's a movie I quote and I never seen just because I know that I'm the captain
no,
now.
me too. I've never watched it. But I quote it all the time. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Holes,
Yeah, we were just talking about holes, yeah.
Goonies,
Yeah.
the Matrix trilogy. I love that sci-fi shit. Star Wars, clearly, and the original Transformers movie, the cartoon from '86.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
when Optimus died.
Yeah, my cousin Mick had to take me out of the theater because I started crying. I lost my shit. I wrote the whole movie for him. He still hasn't seen the end of it. Still to this day, he won't watch it. I wrote it for him. Oh, man.
So Star Wars, which one's your favorite?
The originals.
The
4,
original
5,
3?
and 6.
Okay.
New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
You know what?
This new shits is just garbage.
Really?
Garbage.
Even Rogue One?
No, Rogue One is good. I mean, like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
With Rey, everything was fine. I was functioning with it. I loved it right up until the very end of the last one. They asked her, "What's your last name?" And she was like, "Skywalker." Bitch, you ain't no Skywalker. You're Palpatine's granddaughter. You lying sack of shit. Ain't nobody told you could be a Skywalker. That's not how it works. What do you mean? And I was like, nah, shut that shit off. You know me. Nah. Me and Chase had the conversation.
This comes out.
Yeah, when I started doing this one, here, look, I'm done.
See, they lost me even before that.
Look.
For me, they lost me when Palpatine
Came
got
back.
that. I was like,
Yeah, that kind of fucked me up too.
and then Kylo Ren is just like, and then I hate when they team up. Like, how am I going to try and kill you for 2 movies, and then in the last act of the third, now we cool.
Yeah, and in the worst way.
Back to that Drake politics shit.
Bro puts his hands behind
He
his
apologized.
back, puts his hands behind his back, and she hands him her lightsaber through the force from fucking 2 planets away or something. And I was like, nah, nigga, I ain't even seen Luke do that shit. Not once. I never heard Vader even talk about that. Palpatine, not once. I remember him and Anakin had to talk. They never said nothing about transferring lightsabers through the force. That data cloud is not
Doing
real.
too much. Man.
It's way too much.
Yeah.
Like space ninjas that can do stuff with their mind, that's where I draw the line. As soon as you're handing physical, like Kylo ripped the beads off her neck and he was on the Star Destroyer in another galaxy. It's like, come on.
I put that in the same box as Sharknado.
Sharknado.
Doing
Started
too
all
much,
that
man.
stuff.
But they did multiple Sharknados. That's what's crazy.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
There wasn't just one Sharknado.
because there's people out there that love that stuff.
I'm a
As much
firm believer.
carnage and chaos as you can give me.
A lot of movies need to draw a line at 3.
Yeah.
For real though.
That's why they're called trilogies, right?
Yeah.
And then you should be done.
Like the Fast and Furious. Go on.
Where are they at now? Like 11 or
Ain't no
12?
cars no more, man.
No, they were in space.
They drove a car into
on.
space.
They were in space.
That shit
Motherfuckers was
fucked.
in space.
Say hi to Katy Perry for me.
What is this? You guys work for Elon now
That's fucked up.
in the middle of the space race.
That's crazy that I guess when your movie franchise goes too long, you end up in space. Happened with Jason.
Yeah.
Jason went to
Did too.
space.
Jason did go to space. I love that shit though.
There's one guy.
That was a great movie.
One guy in the production team saying we need to think outside the box.
When he went through the simulation, they turned it on. The girl jumped up and said, "Do you want to smoke some weed and have premarital sex?" And the next scene is he's got them in the sleeping bag and he's beating one to death with the other one. Then he wraps one around the tree, picks the machete up, and beeline straight back for Buddy, like he never forgot about it. I'm just gonna deal with this right quick, and I'm gonna come get your ass. I'll never forget that as long as I live.
Shoot, that's crazy.
Because they were like 80s horror movies. They put the cha-chas out and Jason started. And I was like, oh, fuck, Jason getting hard on. No, Jason was offended.
Yeah, he don't
Look,
like.
I'm trying to kill motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for your shit.
Yeah.
That's what they said in slasher movies. If you show your tits, you did.
Yeah.
Or and if you
Gonna
have
watch for a
sex,
second,
you
you're
did.
gonna watch for a couple seconds, and then you're gonna come
Yeah.
get you.
Yeah.
Don't have sex. It's always the virgin that survives.
See what they're doing in our neighborhood? Shit.
Crazy.
That's wild.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have today. Want to plug the show one more time?
Saturday, June 21st, tomorrow night, because it's Friday.
Yeah.
Right now.
Location?
Whiskey's Lounge, Portland Street, Dartmouth. Beside Ravana's Pizza. Best pizza in the city.
Facts.
There you go. I'm John Kizzy. You know who is he? A.K.A. Philly G, because you know who I be. I'm here with Ray Ray
Take care of yourself, people.
and the dynamic duo.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
And we out. Peace.